Let's be honest, the phrase heartbreaking loss in a headline makes your stomach drop. In the world of celebrity, we brace ourselves for the worst. But the loss we're talking about here isn't a public scandal. It's a private wound, and it's one that countless rescue animals carry with them every single day. When Sarah Millican talks about her rescue animals, as she so often does, weaving them into the fabric of her comedy and her life, she's not just telling cute dog stories. She's painting a picture of what it means to heal. The heartbreaking loss that defines this story is the before. It's the story of an animal that, through no fault of its own, found itself alone. It's the loss of a safe home, the loss of a trusted hand, the loss of the simple, everyday certainty that they were loved. This is the silent, invisible baggage that every rescue animal carries across the threshold of their new home. It's a loss that doesn't make the news, but it's a grief so profound it shapes every cautious step, every nervous glance. For anyone who has ever loved a rescue animal, you know this story. You know the weight of that before. You see it in the way they flinch at a raised hand, the way they hoard a toy, or the way they simply cannot believe that the food bowl will, in fact, be full again tomorrow. This is the loss. It's deep, it's real, and it's a heartbreaking echo that lives in the quiet corners of the house. The shocking update, daring to hope again. So, what's the shocking update in all of this? The shock isn't a twist. The shock is the hope. The truly shocking, radical act in a world full of pain is to look that heartbreaking loss square in the eye and choose to open your heart anyway. And that is exactly what Sarah Millican has done, once again, by bringing a new rescue into her life. This isn't about replacing a love that was lost. It's about honoring it. It's about understanding that the best way to pay tribute to a love that healed you is to pass that healing on. Welcoming a new rescue is one of the bravest, most emotionally raw things a person can do. It's a conscious decision to invite chaos, patience, and unfiltered vulnerability back into your life. The new rescue isn't a shiny new toy. It's a bundle of nerves, history, and desperate, unasked questions. And the first few weeks, they are hard. This is what makes Sarah's story so deeply relatable. She doesn't just show us the after picture, the happy dog snoozing on the expensive sofa. She shares the messy middle. She talks about the anxiety, the quirks, the sheer weirdness of these beautiful broken creatures we invite into our homes. She finds the comedy in the tragedy. She'll find a way to make us laugh about the fact that the new dog is terrified of the toaster or can only be walked backwards on a Tuesday. By laughing, she gives us permission to acknowledge the struggle. She reminds us that healing isn't a perfect, linear journey. It's a mess. It's muddy paws on a clean floor. It's crying in the kitchen at 3 a.m. because you're not sure you're doing it right. And that, right there, is the real high engagement. It's the truth. Why this isn't just a dog story. This story resonates so deeply because it's not really about a dog. It's about us. It's about every single person who has ever had their heart broken by a person, by a job, by life, and had to face the terrifying question, do I have it in me to try again? We've all been the rescue in our own lives. We've all had a heartbreaking loss that left us feeling small, unwanted, and afraid of the toaster, metaphorically speaking. We've all been that person, just waiting for someone to come along, see our baggage, and choose us anyway. When Sarah Millican, one of the most beloved and successful comedians in the world, uses her platform to champion these broken souls, she's doing something profound. She's reminding us that our value isn't in our perfection. Our value is in our survival. Our quirks, our anxieties, our past traumas, they aren't disqualifiers. They are, in fact, the very things that make us capable of the deepest, most empathetic love. This is the ultimate conversion. It converts cynicism into hope. It converts fear into action. The new rescue that finds its way into her home is more than just a pet. It's a walking, barking, tail-wagging symbol of resilience. It's a furry, four-legged up yours to despair. This update isn't shocking because it's scandalous. It's shocking because it's so breathtakingly kind. In a world that prizes the new, the perfect, and the polished, Sarah Millican consistently, bravely, and hilariously champions the secondhand, the damaged, and the forgotten. And in doing so, she gives us hope. Hope that our own before pictures don't have to define our after. Hope that no matter the losses we've endured, we are all just one brave yes away from finding our way back to the comfy spot on the sofa.